Hey everybody, this is Spasmodic, and welcome to the 7th episode of Doom 2016 Without Jumping. Today, we're working our way through the Argent facility destroyed. So AFD holds a special place in this project because it was the first level that I truly believed could not be done. Sure, I believe the giant tower 2 missions ago was possible, but this level felt like a step beyond. The jumps in the beginning especially, they seemed completely absurd, but I worked my way through it anyway, almost forcing a lot of the jumps to be possible. Then, as I officially started working on this project, I started getting a better understanding of how this game works, and how far I could stretch the things I discovered. Still, I was figuring out a lot of the stuff as I went along. For instance, that jump I did in the Caddinger Sanctum, the hologram, I came up with that idea not long before I filmed it. I was basically hoping it would work. But when it came time to sit down and film this episode, I wasn't struggling with this project anymore. I had a plan. So for me, this level marks the point in this project where for the rest of the game, I finally knew what I wanted to do, which is very satisfying for me knowing where all the puzzle pieces fit. So let's take a look at this level, shall we? So almost immediately after the mission begins, you're faced with what looks like an insurmountable sequence of climbing. Luckily, it's not actually completely terrible. To get on top of these boxes, you just have to do a single Gauss boost, followed by walking off the edge and grabbing the ledge above. When you're here, you walk up against the wall and do the max boost possible to reach the top. Then, it's a fairly simple 3 missile and Gauss boost to reach the top platform. Then you'll find yourself at this obstacle here. First, you get on top of this railing and do a max power boost up to the platform above. Then, there's this jump that just looks insane. However, it's not as bad as it looks. At first, I thought it was way too far away, but you can actually climb up from this part here, which makes it a bit more manageable. You start by getting on top of this railing, and with the max boost possible, plus a bit of a run-up, you'll have enough speed and height to reach the ledge. Then there's this gap, which is preposterous on its own, except you can just walk over here, boost up onto the side, and work your way across. After a short while, you'll find yourself heading back outside, and this is where you have some choices to make. As far as I can tell, there's 3 distinct routes you can take. The first is my personal favorite, and it involves walking over to this area, boosting over this railing, climbing this short wall, walking across this gap, and then dropping down to the platform below. Once you're here, you take these 2 gravity lifts and boost in the second one to land on top of this structure here, and then you simply boost over to the next area. The second route is climbing over the railing again, only this time you land on the side of the cliff, and then you can boost up to the railing above. If one were considering speedrunning this mission, this may be a nice trick to keep in mind. The third route is climbing over this wall. You get on top of this box, and there's no shortage of ways to do this. When you're on top, you hug the wall, and with 3 missiles and a Gauss shot, you climb up, and you're in the next area. Then comes an area that's filled with fighting and no obstacles. You can just use these stairs to reach the next area with the gore nest, but I prefer using this trick to reach the top, for style points. After the gore nest fight comes this boost, and it's interesting because you can't hug the wall for the boost. There's a part that sticks out that you can bump your head on, so you have to move a short distance away from the wall, but then you can effectively do the same thing as a wall-hugging boost, and you'll reach the top. You can also fall onto the railing from the gore nest platform and use that for a bit more height if you'd like. Both methods work just fine. So when you get back outside, there's a very cool trick waiting for you. The goal is to actually climb this wall. If you want to take the other way around, it is possible, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's needlessly painful. Instead, if you line it up properly, you can do a single Gauss boost and get on top of this part here, and you'll find yourself having nearly scaled all of the cliffs. You just walk across this pipe, then you do the max power boost, followed by a fairly powerful boost to officially conquer everything this level has to offer. You don't have to jump for the rest of the mission. So what else can I say beyond this level was really satisfying to finish? It feels a bit like the game threw the most it could at me up to this point, and getting past this level was very much like clearing a hurdle. Not that the rest of the game isn't without its obstacles, but they don't worry me very much. So we're halfway there, ladies and gents. We're moving right along. The next level in line is the Advanced Research Complex. I hope you enjoyed the Argent facility destroyed without jumping, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Spaz out.